and sit down.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is YGOanimeDecksNDuels. I'm Mac.
And I'm Shane.
And we got a deck profile here on Kaiba's Waking the Dragons deck. This is a deck that we just put together it's been actually sitting around for a while, but we've been waiting on a few cards to come in the mail for us to complete it. So let's get started with Kaiba's main card, Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course. Kaiba ran 3 of these dudes. Awesome card, you know, Kaiba's trump card. Of course, we have to have the original version of Kaiba, Blue Eyes White Dragon. And yes, we do have 7, I think, original Blue Eyes White Dragons. So that's what we have enough to make 2 decks out of. When it comes time to make a Duelist Kingdom deck, we might be making or getting another one. So yeah, that's kind of a hint that we probably will be doing a Duelist Kingdom deck. So
actually, we have 9 of these, don't we?
We do have 9?
Yeah, there's 9. Because we have the 3 for the Duelist Kingdom, so...
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm sorry about that, guys.
we may or may not have the 3 for the Duelist
Kingdom.
Yes,
we have...
Well, we're doing a Duelist Kingdom deck, sorry.
Next is Different Dimension Dragon. Kaiba, I don't know, this is the very first era of Yu-Gi-Oh! That actually used this card. It's kind of like a Noxious Celtic Guard. Only difference is you have to sacrifice for it, which kind of sucks. But besides that, I don't know, he's a pretty good card, and I like him. Next up coming is we have Enraged Battlelocks. Battlelocks pumped up on steroids to make him enraged, and I don't know, he's kind of cool. His effect is okay, but I don't know, it's alright. It allows him to have piercing damage, but most of the time he can't trump anything anyways.
I like how he looks. The original Battlelocks is still my favorite.
Yeah, I do too, actually. I agree. Then we got Pitch Dark Dragon. This is the first time that Kaiba actually used his Union... another Union monster besides the XYZ dudes. So Pitch Dark Dragon's a pretty cool card. I like the looks of it. It's kind of like I don't know. It looks really sweet, and I like how it's dark like that. It looks really cool. Next card we got is Gadget Soldier. Now, you know, he's making an appearance back from Battle City, and I don't know, he's really sweet looking, and I don't know, I just kind of like him. I think he's cool. So next is Versago the Destroyer. This is pretty good for fusion material monsters, like whenever we're doing fusion summons and things like that, which Kaiba does have quite a few fusions, so this card actually does come in handy with things like that. I don't know, I like him just because it's a little bit different, Kaiba's deck, and also, you know, in Kaiba's Waking Dragons deck, there's quite a few different cards than what we're used to. Next, we have 2 Spear Dragons.
Yeah, I like these cards.
Yes, they have piercing damage, and you know, also the effect of switching defense position can be handy because sometimes your opponent, like Shane here, will play other monsters in the card zones as he's destroying shit with attack position monsters. So he'll summon like things like, you know, just an example, Feral Imp in defense position or something like that. So Spear Dragon can, you know, attack, piercing damage, in defense position to save your life points. So that can come in handy, and I don't know, both of them are hollow foil. They're pretty cool. I like them. Our next card is Blade Knight. Yes, making an appearance coming back from Battle City. We have decided that we are going to keep Blade Knight's effect. This is no longer a normal monster. No, we stated in our first Battle City deck profile that he was a normal monster, but we've changed it up to this point now, so he's back to his effect monster. So that's that. Next, we have X, Y, Z, and you guys know what these cards do. They're pretty fairly common cards. We've used these cards 100 times, and we've got out XYZ Dragon Cannon a few times, but I don't think we've ever actually done it on video, so maybe one of these days we'll actually get that off, so that'd be really cool for you guys. But we have actually opportunities to get them off, especially with this deck, so that's pretty cool. Next is the Judge Man, coming back from Duelist Kingdom against Yugi, so that's really cool to make an appearance with him again. I don't know, Judge Man, he's a pretty solid card, 2,200, 1 sacrifice. I don't know. He has his cards he can trump over, that you might need sometimes. I like him. He's just a cool looking card, and, that's the
I'm really glad he came back and made an appearance for Waking the Dragons. This is one of my favorite cards growing up.
Now we got Different Dimension Warrior Lady. She has a really, really good effect, and actually I kind of feel like she's a little too powerful for Kaiba's deck, to be honest with you guys. I don't know, She's got her ups and downs, but like I said, I think she's a little powerful for this deck.
I love that. I love that card. I'm not cutting because it's like I have a tournament deck, like my own individual one, and I have that card and I run it all the time. I'm always drawing it. Like yeah. It's one of my favorite parts of my tournament deck.
She is a really good card, but like I said, she's a little overpowered for character decks, but she works all right, I guess. Kaiser Glider making an appearance back from Duelist Kingdom. I don't know who he uses first against in Waking the Dragons because I'm not the most familiar with Waking the Dragons series. I just mostly use Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki so we can figure these things out, but I know when the cards were played in Battle City and Duelist Kingdom, and I know when new cards were played in Waking the Dragons, so I can tell you guys that, but I don't remember where he dropped this card the first time. I just don't remember, so that's all I can say about that card. Next is Kaiser Seahorse. This card, of course, is the perfect Blue Eyes hitter. You got Blue Eyes White Dragon. you sacrifice Kaiser Seahorse to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. He's just one sacrifice, and Kaiser Seahorse is just an awesome card. I really like this card, and he's just super cool. And it's actually a really good, condition.
And we're only running the one this time.
Yeah, we're not running two. Next is Vorse Raider coming back from Duelist Kingdom. Maybe like a card you can hit Shrink on, and get a Shrink off, and then Crush Card Virus. Crush Card is in this deck again, so that's pretty sweet. I like that. Next is the Dragon Dwelling in the Cave. Now, this is a little different for Kaiba. A card that has high defense but low attack. So, most Kaiba's cards are in attack position, but this time right now, you throw him in defense position. So that's kind of cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. So next we have coming up is Paladin of White Dragon. This is a ritual card. First time, and then starting off with our spells, White Dragon Ritual. This is the first time Kaiba actually used a ritual card in the anime. So this is really sweet that we have this ritual combo going on. And I love Paladin of White Dragon. So that's really sweet that we have him. I kind of wish I had a holofoil one, but I don't. So our next spell card is Interdimensional Matter Transport. Sorry about that, guys. This is a card that we made, as you guys can tell. It's a spell card, quick activate spell card. It does the same thing. You quick activate it, and it removes your monster from play and negates the attack of one of your opponent's monsters. So it's just like in the anime, and we have a spell card just like in the Japanese anime. So that's how we have that. Next is Shrink. Awesome card. I love the what was that? Just rare, I guess. I don't know. I love this card, and Shrink has been one of my favorite spell cards, since Kaiba used it. It's an awesome spell card. I'm so glad he's in Waking Dragons. It's just
a foil card.
It's really sweet.
There we go.
Yes, Card of Demise. Now, we have this errated where we draw 5 cards, and in 5 standby phases, we discard our entire hand, just like off the anime. This is an expensive card. We had it for this deck. We debated just making another fake one, but we decided not to, and just actually bought one because, the picture looks cooler, and we like that. So, next is Polymer. Not much to say about that. Holofoil Polymer, pretty cool, but yeah. Silent Doom, another card I'm not going to go into. It just allows you to special summon a normal monster from your graveyard in defense position.
Now we got a fake one.
Yes, we got a fake card called Reflect Energy. Attribute one monster this turn. Monsters you control can attack your opponent directly. So you guys can see where that would come in very handy. Kaiba used this for the first time Waking the Dragon, so it's making an appearance for the first time in this deck. We didn't get the best quality of picture, but that's the best as we could come up with from the picture we could find on the internet. So, I don't know. It's okay. The outside of the card looks really good, and the rest of the card looks really good, besides the picture. Next, Soul Exchange. Classic Kaiba card. Awesome, being able to tribute your opponent's monster, summon your own monsters, especially Blue Eyes, because, I just love dropping Blue Eyes on people. That's just so badass. Cost down. We actually run 2 cost downs in this deck, guys, because the deck kind of has a high amount of star monsters in the deck, so cards like Different Dimension Dragon and Judge Man, Blue Eyes White Dragon, they're just kind of hard to get on the field. So we decided to run 2 cost downs, and it really runs very well with the deck, and it gives us more. I guess it allows us to have more power plays, instead of just kind of sitting around and waiting for something to happen. So that's good. Pog Agree, pretty self-explanatory. Another Pog. Happy to have this, of course, because it's like a perfect character deck card. Monster Reborn, and you guys know what that does. So I won't get into detail with that. Wingbeater Dragon. Now, this is the first time that Kaiba actually used this card. This allows you to return 1 level 5 or higher dragon monster to your hand, and you can destroy all spell and target cards on the field. So this card is like a heavy storm. This is a really good card. I like this combo with Different Dimension Dragon.
Yeah.
I think it's a really sweet combo to do, and also with that Dragon Dwelling in the Cave. That's his name.
Yeah.
Both those monsters are really cool, to use with this effect. And I don't know. I wish it was a quick activate. That'd be cool if it's a quick activate, but it's not. But it's a really good card, and it actually comes in handy, and it can help you out quite a bit.
All right, now I'm going to kind of interrupt him real quick. Just want to point out, when we do our character deck profiles, we do these. We typically have a 40 or 50 card max. We do cards that they used for the most part. We will make the fake cards, and we will sell the fake cards if you want to buy them.
Yes.
Another thing is we will also add cards to these decks that we feel like the character would have used that would have maybe helped it. And as far as number of cards used, whether it's 2 of these or 3 of these or just 1 of these, we base that once again on flow and how well it goes.
Also, just to say, like a card like this, we would probably sell this card for you guys for like $2 because the quality of the picture is not the best. The print is very good, and the quick to activate the spell card is all good, but the picture itself is not the best. But our next card coming up is like a $4.50 card because the better the card, the harder it is for us to make. And as you guys can tell, that looks just really good.
It's really good card.
And like I said, that's $4.50. This is another fake card. Each time the attack of a monster you control is negated by an opponent's card effect, draw 1 card. At the end of the damage step, if your monster attacked an opponent's monster but did not destroy that attack target by battle, draw 1 card. You can only activate 1 face-up charm of limitation. So you guys can see where that comes in handy. And I don't know, is that a Red Eyes Metal Dragon? I can't really tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. It looks like it is.
Yeah, I think that might be, but I don't know. This actually card comes in handy and it's a continuous spell, so that can also come in. Gold rare, of course.
I like the secret gold there.
Yes. Okay, now, of course, you guys know the Fang of Critias. This is Kaiba's Awakened Dragon. This is his legendary dragon, Critias. I love Critias. Critias is so cool. And, you know, just the Waking Dragons deck profiles are so fun to me because of these dudes. These dudes make it fun. So I love Critias. And going in our trap cards, our first trap is Crush card, a Critias hitter. That's why we went into that. You guys know what Crush card does. It's been around for a long time. It's a really good card. Our next card is Cloning. This pretty much allows you to make a copy of an opponent's monster, same attack, defense, and attribute and level. And so that can come in handy, you know, for sacrifice things, so you can sacrifice our cloning tokens. Next card is Magical Trick Mirror, another card that we had made, like I said, that's for sale. And this card actually turned out really good. It looks really good. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but it looks very good in the pictures. Great quality. I love this card, and this card is super good being able to use it. You can only activate this when your opponent monster declares an attack. You can activate 1 spell card from your opponent's graveyard. So say they're getting ready to attack you directly, Monster Reborn, one of your Blue Eyes White Dragons. Yeah. It works great. It's awesome. Here's Attack Guidance Bearer. Attack Guidance Bearer is kind of leading off with Attack Guidance Armor from Battle City, and he achieved Attack Guidance Bearer. Active only when an opponent declares an attack. Redirect the attack to a defense position monster you control. It gains 600 attack until the end phase. After the battle, immediately in the battle phase. So you guys can definitely tell where this comes in handy, and this is a really good trap card, and it really helps Kaiba just step over the edge of going from good to great. This card right here, I have enough faith to say this card makes it that much better. Next card, Ring of Defense. You guys have seen this card. Oh, sorry, yeah, Ring of Destruction. Shane corrected me there. You know, just it's awesome. We have it ratted how the very first printing of this card was. You know, you destroy an opponent's monster and inflict damage to both players' life points equal to that. Next is Negate Attack, coming back from Duelist Kingdom. Really good, quick activate or counter trap card. I'm sorry, counter trap card. I love it. I love being able to negate your opponent's attack. And Negate Attack is actually a card that you will see in our next upcoming decks quite a bit. It's a card that's making quite a few appearances in our newer decks, and so that's pretty cool. I like that.
There's actually, while you're mentioning that, there's a couple cards in the Kaiba's Waking Dragons deck that really make a lot of appearances in future decks. Like Force Raider starts making a lot more appearances, and I really like that. Yes. Force Raider's a cool card.
Yeah, like Bastion's, you know, GX deck, and Chaz Princeton's GX deck. They both have Force Raider.
I believe it's Bastion's deck. When you compare his to Kaiba, it's like looking at another Kaiba deck. It really is. Yeah. He uses Winged Beat of the Giant Dragon on Hayu Zenryu because of Carbodon's
effect. And then Kaiba has Hayu Zenryu, and then Kaiba has Force Raider. Exactly. So they're just taking a page out of Kaiba's book. It's kind of funny. Our next card is Wish of Final Effort. Now, this is a really cool card. Active only when a monster is you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Gain life points equal to destroyed monster attack. I'm not going to go into a whole lot about this card, but you guys can definitely tell this is a really good card, and its picture quality is really good, and I like the picture. It's sweet. So it's another one of our fake cards. Tyrant Wing. Thank you, Konami, for printing this card for us. We love Tyrant Wing. So sweet. And we have a special surprise for you guys coming up in the fusions that you guys are going to love pretty soon. Our first fusion card is Doom Virus Dragon. You need Fang of Critias and Crush card to activate this card. You get to check your opponent's hand and all the monsters they control and all cards they draw until the end of their third turn after this effect activation. Destroy all those monsters with 1,500 more attack points. So you get to send all the monsters with 1,500 attack points in their hand, on their field, and for the next 3 turns to the graveyard. So 1,900 attack may not seem like a whole lot, but it can trump a bunch. So Doom Virus Dragon is a super good looking card. I love this card, and he just looks super fucking sweet. Awesome. I love Critias too. Next is Tyrant Burst Dragon. You need Fang of Critias and Tyrant Wing, the trap card I showed you guys earlier. Pretty much what this card does is you target one face-up monster you control, equip this monster to that target. It gains 400 attack defense. Also, it can attack 3 attacks during each battle phase. And with this Tyrant Burst Dragon and Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can fuse to create Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. This is one of our fake cards that we had made, I should say, sorry. Very cool card. We are very proud of this card, and, you know, it's It's just really good. So I'm not gonna go into much about it, but it is super good.
Heavy hitter, 3,400
yes.
attack, 2,900 defense,
and easy to get out.
And believe it, I mean, it attacks all of your opponent's monsters.
Yes,
and has a cool.
And then it gains 400 attack points for each monster destroys. Yeah,
so nice.
It can really get up there into high numbers, and it can get up there like to Gate Guardian numbers pretty quick. Our next card is XYZ Dragon Cannon. You guys are making a reappearance back from Battle City. Awesome to see this card. I think the very first time I've ever used this was against Yugi in the final Battle City duel. I think that was in a reenactment duel, actually. You guys should look at that reenactment duel, by the way. I think we're about over 100 views if we're not already, so that's pretty cool. Impressive for us anyways. Not impressive for bigger YouTubers, but impressive for us. So
it'll be our first video at 100 views.
Yes.
So.
And our final card is, of course, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Kaiba's strongest monster. Kaiba's one of his most notorious monsters that he used. Limited edition, 4,500 attack, 3,800 defense, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons fused together. It's hard to beat that, folks. So, yeah, that's our Kaiba Waking the Dragons deck. We hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, I'm Mac.
And I'm Shane.
And this is YGO Anime Decks and Duels. We're signing out. Peace.